Wonderful. Yes.
I said a prayer in her Fey way. Fey way?
Yeah. And just beat the ground.
Alrighty. I'm sorry, you've lost your resident himbo.
I know. Can't simp anybody anymore.
Right?
Daddy! Sorry. Okay. Back in the game. Don't drink in D&D. Alright.
Willa, she was kneeling on the ground, and when it moved, the rock, Willa stood up, and she's kind of bowing her head, and she takes a deep breath. Trilla, I didn't know you well, but you're always a sound, honest voice from the corner. This shouldn't have happened to you. I hope one day we can figure out why. You meant a lot to the group, even though we didn't say it often. You kept us on the right path, and on track, and you always looked out for us. And didn't ask for much in return, if any at all. I wish I got to know you more. But you're with Una now. You're in the... What is it called?
Afterlife Meadows.
Thank you. You're in the Afterlife Meadows now. At least I hope so. My dad
Vampires have souls?
I hope they have souls. But you're at peace now, Trig. You're no longer tormenting yourself. Anybody could see. So peace. She steps away.
Well, at least he's not in pain anymore in the sun. It's a really bad sun. Don't say anything. I guess it taught me that not all vampires are bad, and I don't have to go around killing.
To be
How it is her.
It doesn't make he was just standing there.
You're right.
There's really nothing to do.
Here. I have nothing about vampires, really. We need, like, a library of some sort, or back to somehow this paper, which so far from that's going to do well. That's go to the next largest town, or where we are, find someone.
He's Ash. There's nothing we can do.
I yelled at him. We didn't even really get the chance to talk it out.
You yelled at him?
Kind of, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He was telling me what to do, and he kept... I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I thought we would
Insight
get
check.
a chance to talk.
Insight check?
I was gonna say, Q3 chuckles a little bit at that, and it's just like, yeah, he like bossing everybody around, didn't he?
I got 13.
What are you looking for?
Doesn't say she's lying. That she doesn't know.
You can tell that she's saying what's on her mind.
Okay.
Like she's not trying to deceive you.
Okay. I'm trying to tap him on my fae. back line, so.
I gotcha.
I don't know. We just got mad at each other. There was so much happening at the academy, and I thought we'd have a chance to talk through it. I can't believe he's gone. We didn't even get to make up.
Well, you can make up now. Probably his spirit could still kind of hear you. Spirits are all around us.
So sorry,
Say something.
Trig. I don't even know what to say. I'm just sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I can't believe there was nothing we can do. I hate this. I don't want him to be gone.
Who's gonna be the brains of the operations now?
Not me.
What time of day is it?
It's nearing sunset.
Oh no.
We should probably find shelter, guys.
We're at the crossroads. We have a couple.
Crossroads?
Shin, and Key 3, you can see that there's a sign, like a signpost that says, Wishu Monastery, 0.5 kilometers. Heimu, pointing the other direction, 1 kilometers. Anandapur is 2.8 kilometers away, and the Imperial City is 9 kilometers away.
If Key3 face get any paler than it already is, it will.
Well, I mean, we have a couple different options. Do we want shelter right now, or do we want to monastery, or we can go? I guess we could also go to just a little bit.
We are?
It's the crossroads. There's a couple of roads kind of collide. It's a trade route for us.
Was there something go?
There is.
Let's go.
We could get answers for what happened. Have books, and we could.
I don't know. She's just staring at the sign that says monastery.
Is that the monastery that you're from?
Yep.
Well, then they'll happily bring us back, and we can punch people in the nose if you want us to. I mean, after, like, you, obviously, be like, pew!
But hey, I go somewhere else.
Key3 turns on her heels and is like, I need a moment, and rushes the other way. Like, away from the group, like, complete opposite direction from the monastery.
Willow's gonna run after her. So it goes Weishu, Imperial City, Anandapur, and what was the fourth one?
Heimu.
Heimu.
If Q3 doesn't want to go back there, we can go somewhere else.
I guess Shin chases. Well, she'll start chasing and then she'll kind of stop and give Q3 space. I don't think she will completely chase Q3 down, to be honest. Will
This is Sarah. Do you think we should go out too?
Man, they do, like, space? Think it out?
Yeah, I don't really want to run off into the jungle. I mean, we could just wait here.
The monastery are the best.
Yeah, I think it needs a minute. But go back there, I don't... She seems really upset.
I wouldn't want to go. I understand the deals. If we were hoping to go to Nandapur or something, I probably would react a similar way. It might be.
Should we go there? A poke of the bear. Or tiger.
That'd be a no. If you were looking for an answer, yeah. But we should probably go to Weishu then. Imperial City seems a little far, though it would be worth our time, I guess, if we wanted to go. Just a little dark.
Well, let's see what Kitty feels when she gets back, because maybe she's like talking to herself, be like, I'll be tough. We'll go to the monastery, and I'll punch people's lights out. Well, I don't know what happened there. What?
No, I mean,
Pop, pop, pop. That's what she does, pop, pop.
So Willa has chased kind of down the path a little bit towards Mongol.
Alright, so Keith from too far away, but like she's running her hands through her hair, like, and is just pacing back and forth. Not quite having a full-blown panic attack, but definitely not at all her normal self.
Kiri, it'll be okay. We could go to that other place, but your monastery, the monastery, is closer. And I know you told us a little about what horrible things that they did. But you're not going back alone. You got all of us. All of us have your back.
I wish it was that easy. Yeah, it's closer, and it would be the most logical thing. And it would be so much easier if it was a complete hellhole, but it's our best bet.
Is it a hellhole because of the past that you have with it?
It's not even a hellhole because of the past. Like, look, I know I've said bad things about the place. And trust me, I have not had the best time there, but they're not inherently bad. I just don't know if, after all that's happened, I'm ready to open that bag of worms yet. But it's the only logical option right now.
And you gotta remember, we have with us. She'll kick some shins.
She's laughing just the tiniest bit. Yeah, that would be an interesting one-off I can see happening.
June.
Also, don't forget that the monastery is only half a kilometer closer than some of the other places. I think Nandapur was 2 something. Weishu was 1, and the monastery was
5.
So it's not that much further, that much closer. To open up that back, because if not, we could make her out of the jungle here. We did if we were stranded.
But I think all of us actually have, we know we are safe. And if monastery is anything, I know it will be a shelter that will grant us safety.
If something feels off, or you feel like you or any of us, just look at me funny. Okay?
guys are the ones in trouble.
But if you are going to have trouble, we have your back. We'll defend you. You know that, right?
I like to believe so. But
What
I
makes
don't want
you
you
think we wouldn't? Through everything we've
to
been
know what the relation is, right?
No.
It is a monastery, quite literally, to train men in becoming warriors. I really don't want you guys going over an entirety of the army that is the monks from this place. If you run into any problems, we're turning and we're going.
Understood. Understood. We don't need to tell everybody else. Just thought it was a bunch of peaceful little monks. I didn't know it was a warrior place.
Peaceful is far from the truth.
I'm sorry? Didn't fully quite understand. But then again, we still do have your back. Okay? Come on.
I appreciate that.
Let's go make the
So-
final decision with the group. There's some other places to go if you don't want to go there.
Hey, Willa.
Yeah.
Before we go back, though, we need to have a talk.
About it?
Look, I have proven myself over and over again being more than willing to keep your guys' secrets. But I really need you to what you're going to do about this magic thing that we found. And really,
Afraid she'll hate me. On this quest of magic, and we stumble upon mine. My head is reeling. I don't know what to tell her. I'm afraid she'll get so mad and hate me because I have something she doesn't. After all we looked through and all the heartbreak that she went through losing it, and someone who didn't even have magic to begin with. I want to tell her, but I'm afraid, Key3. I don't want to split the group. I don't want to be outcast from the group.
well, I can guarantee you this. If she wants to get butthurt about any of this, that's her own damn problem. But I'm not going to let anybody ostracize you. It is not your fault that you have magic and she doesn't. But that being said, it's not my place to tell you what to do. It's not my magic.
The fates are so strange. I would like to tell her, but I'm terrified. What if she loses?
Just let me know when you want to, and I can be your backup.
For now, can we not say anything unless the topic is brought up if anybody found anything in the archive? We've been through a lot with losing Trick. I don't want to put anything more on Tara after this. She's such a wounded soul. I don't know how much more she could take. And remember when she got so angry? I fear the curse will come out. So for right now,
Like I said,
let's just keep it a secret. Not a secret per se, but let's not tell her yet, unless is brought up if we found anything in the archive, and then I'll tell her. But I'm afraid to outright go to her.
Liz, did you have something?
Does Willa know about the curse?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think anybody really knows that except for Tara now. You know about
Okay,
like what happened, but it's okay. I just wanted to like check that.
It's been discussed before in the past between not Willa but other party members when everyone was around and Victor.
Yeah, but Tara literally just learned that it's a curse. Like
That we
she
knew for sure.
Yeah.
Everything was spoken of hearsay, and if that's what the group thinks.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yeah, and I'll say she might not know it's necessarily a curse, but it's the word tainted has come up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go with that. We'll say that, you know, like Willa says something about her being tainted, not necessarily
And not the
cursed.
curse. Okay, that's fine.
Perfect. Thanks.
Well, like I said, it is your choice to make. Just remember one thing. This group has had so many secrets.
Maybe.
And we have been at each other's throats before with this. Just realize there could be consequences both ways.
If we get a second tonight, if we survive the monastery till tonight, maybe I'll pull her aside and talk to her. Just one-on-one. But right now is not the right time. We're lost in a way. And we just lost Trig.
Let's go. Well, when the time comes, you'll make the right choice. I trust you. Let's go say hi to my family? I don't know what you call them.
Warrior brethren?
That's stretching it.
And
All right, you guys head back up to the aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all get back up to the group. Shin and Sarah are still goofing off. Like,
I was gonna say, as Keythree's heading back up to the group, like, we're going back to the absent of any emotion, like dead look, and she's not even stopping at the group. She's just gonna keep walking along the line towards the monastery.
Well,
Shin's like, I
guess we're going that way.
guess we're going to the monastery.
Okay.
You right? And she kind of runs up and like tries to at least catch up just a little bit, kind of a step behind maybe.
She's not walking fast. She's just not stopping to talk about it.
I feel like even if she were walking fast, she would catch up pretty quickly.
yeah.
I don't know. Her speed's 35, guys. Like,
Ooh,
give
wow.
give her some credit.
the fast little spider monkey.
With no armor, my speed is like 40 now. Barbarian skills.
I'm slow. Sarah's
All
gonna
right,
be the
so
last
yeah.
one to get up there. She's gonna say goodbye to Trig. Be like, bye, Trig. I'm gonna walk.
Okay. So you guys all start heading up the path.
Yeah.
Okay. Jin, did you want to say anything to Key3?
I guess just check on her, and if she's not wanting to talk, then she's not gonna like necessarily cry.
Okay. Does Key3 say anything, or should she just continue walking?
Unless she is being spoken to, she is just walking, like, head just eyes on the path.
Okay. So you guys start heading up these rocky steps, and after what seems for a bit, you kind of start seeing the sun, you know, deep down below the mountain range. It's still warm, with the sun's rays, but it's kind of in that twilight period. And finally, you come across this large stone wall with a circular wooden gate. In the native script of the area, Weishu Monastery is written on the wall. There are like prayer flags strewn everywhere, and they're just flapping in the wind, and they're tied to the poles that are kind of dug into the wall. The sun it's beating down against your back, and it's warm, but the icy chill of the mountain kind of whips at your face. You're kind of ready to just decompress after all the events that just happened. Flanking either side of the front gate are two guards dressed in a thick leather armor, holding onto spears. The one on the left speaks first. Holt, who approaches the monastery of Weishu.
Key-3 of the Weishu Monastery and company.
The two guards kind of like look at each other, and they look down at her robes, and obviously like they know, kind of obviously that's what she's wearing. They're familiar with what she's wearing, and they said, "All right, you may enter." And the guard on the left opens up the wooden gate to enter. Just past the gate opens up to the stone courtyard. There is a fountain in the center of it depicting 4 koi fish spouting water. The large building in front of you is painted red, but it has been hit with the sun for so long that it's kind of turned a orangish color. Part of the stone is kind of chipped away, revealing this place has probably been there for quite some time. The front doors are guarded by 2 large dragon statues, as if guarding the front entrance. The kind of resting hill rooftops, those curved rooftops, are curl upwards to the sky, which kind of makes the monastery look beautiful, but almost in a solemn way. Like the architecture is, it's beautiful to look at, but like you can tell there's kind of a hardness to it. To the left is a small garden, and kind of the smell of jasmine and cherry blossom drifts through the wind. And then you kind of get that smell of like cattle catches your nose, and you notice that there's a small stable with 2 donkeys and 3 yaks kind of harbored in. There's a man in orange robes. He's a bald head who's tending to them. To the right of the entrance is what looks to be a training yard, but is completely deserted. And the main building is about 3 stories tall, and each story has a wraparound balcony that looks it over.
Key-3 is going to start taking them to where she knows the barracks type area is, and is going to start going towards her room.
You guys all are following Key-3?
Yeah. I'm too afraid to leave. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sure, no. Absolutely. Okay, so you guys all enter the monastery and head up some wooden steps up to the balconies of the second floor. There seems to be a very lack of people at this monastery. Only a couple monks here and there. With Key-3, you notice this is be different. It could be because of Yule. They're kind of, maybe they're harbored somewhere. Maybe they're all in the hall, in the dining hall, or maybe they've gone home or something. Like it just kind of something seems amiss. But not typically. You see, not a lot of people here at the monastery. But you kind of make your way down into your room, and you see that the door to there's like those Japanese style paper parchment, kind of things, and you go down to the end of the hall, and you notice that your room is the door is shut. All the other rooms are open, revealing 2 cots, kind of trunks. Everything's like immaculately clean, but your door is the only door that's been shut.
Key-3 stands in front of the door and just stops for a second, takes a deep breath, and opens the door, and very, very quiet voice is like, well, welcome to my room, guys.
You enter the room, and there's still 2 beds. The other side of the room is completely clean, all stuff, and it doesn't even look like anything has been touched since Q3 was last here.
When's the last time you were here?
Good question. I think she left not too long before everything went down, so it's maybe been a year, 2 at most. Is that right, Trey?
It's been at least 2 years.
Is there a fireplace in the room?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Q3 sort of just welcomes everybody in and sort of like motions. It's not much, but it lasted.
I think it's kind of nice. The whole monastery, it's pretty.
It's nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I've never been anywhere like this, Q3. This place is really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen all of it.
Do we have a tour? Is that weird?
Yeah, I'd like a tour.
Her eyes go big.
I mean, we just need a place for the night. So perhaps we should keep to ourselves and not attract too much attention.
They'll probably alert people that were here, so expect company eventually. But she sort of walks over now that everybody's in and slides the door shut and is like, my casa is you casa.
Well,
Did you share?
here.
Say that again?
Willie, you can go first.
Did you share a room with anybody? I noticed there's 2 beds here.
I don't. Okay, just making sure. No, sort of comes with the perk of being one of the very few females here that, you know, get your own room.
Well, thank you for bringing us here. I didn't want to spend another night out in the jungle, but are you sure you're okay?
I am far from okay. But we're here. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired. And it's been a real shit past couple days. Or past day, or I can't even keep track of time at this point. So you guys are welcome to the bed, and she's starting to unroll her sleeping mat, and it's like, there should be some extra blankets around here somewhere if you guys get cold.
Hey Trey, is tonight Yule or is tomorrow Yule?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
It would be best to get some rest. It's been a long time. I don't even know. You're right, P3. What day is it even?
December 20th.
Oh,
Sorry, the moon told me.
Well, that explains why it's so empty.
What do you mean?
It's almost Yule, guys.
Oh yeah, the solstice.
do you guys celebrate Yule?
Oh yeah. Big time.
Not really. Kind of.
Celebrate.
Celebrate.
It's like a really important night. It's like midsummer.
I mean, yeah, I know. We used to do a lot of rituals around this time of year. It's a powerful time. I remember a lot of really scary stuff happening on the solstice.
Scary.
It should be fun, filled with joy. It's a very joyous celebration.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Really beautiful celebration. That's where I'm from.
Same.
I don't know anything about that.
This is basically my first time, like, not being home for, Yule and 100 and so years. Huh.
Me too.
So, what do you guys usually do for you?
Say that again. You guys are a little quiet.
What do you guys usually do for Yule?
Key3's sort of, she's not lying down on her cot, but she's sort of like knees up to her chest, sitting down on it, and it's like, as you can guess from what's going on, we don't necessarily celebrate like other people do here, but we did a couple of the traditions.
Ooh. Sarah gets closer and be like, what did you guys do? I always want to know, like, how other, like, normal people celebrate.
Key3 like backs up a little bit, like leans over and she gets closer. Like,
Oh, it's okay. I want to tell my sisters how they celebrate them.
I mean, it wasn't anything special. Some of the men would exchange stupid gifts. We always had hot apple cider, but I mean, nothing much. It's more of a quiet gathering on my end.
Cider sounds great. She's like taking notes, y'all. This is what she's gonna tell people. Oh my god.
In Briar Glen, everyone got together with what they found from the harvest and like what they had left and were able to share. We had this huge feast and there was music and dancing, and any of the pine trees outside got decorated with garlands made of fruits and corns, and we decorated the trees. And then we also had a Yule log that we got to wish upon.
We mostly just ate a lot.
I've never heard of any of those things. That's what you would do every year?
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Why? It's really important. Almost as important as midsummer, but I am biased.
And none of you would ever do, like, any kind of, like, sacrifices?
Kinda.
I mean, we do a really big hunt. But usually, I mean, I don't know if that would constitute as a sacrifice, though.
And you just did these things for fun?
No.
Yeah.
Yule, I always thought was just a time to get together with, those you deem worthy.
So strange, these customs.
Yeah. That all sounds really nice, though.
As you guys are all talking, you hear someone coming down the hallway. They seem to be footsteps. You kind of hear that clinking of the armor and a little here and there. And then you see the shadow of someone approach the doorway, and you hear a knock on the wood panel. and you hear on the other side, I'm not even going to attempt an Asian accent because I don't want to be like racist by any means. Because I just, you know what I mean? Like,
Speak Thai.
I shuffle time had I. No, I don't wanna be like, oh hello. Like, I just feels kind of icky to me. So
That's fair.
That we all are imagining.
right. So
Accent.
there is a knocking at the door, and you hear a voice go, Key 3?
Is it a higher pitch or a lower pitch?
It's a little bit of a higher pitched.
Key 3 is actually, it's going to take her a second, but she is going to jump up and fling that door open.
Okay, so on the other side, you see what seems to be a man. He's wearing the red kind of armor for a warrior, hilt with a large sword. His hair is pulled back in a black ponytail. He has very boyish-looking features, not so much of a man's features. And then he says, "You're in the monastery for 10 minutes, and you didn't think to come find me?" And he wraps his arms around Key 3 in a tight hug.
I truly didn't know if you'd be here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I'm still here too. It's good to see you.
By the way, Key 3's face from like that solemn has just completely lit up. How have you been?
Well, Li Sheng and I have, been on guard duty for what feels like the past month and a half. A lot of the army went to the Imperial City. There's been talks about Bori Khan and Oknos' horde coming in and wanting to take over the Emperor, so the commander sent a lot of us away, but Li Sheng and I and a couple of the others decided to stay here. And who are your friends?
Oh, and she sort of like pushes away from his embrace and is like, this is the group that I was able to find and have managed to keep my stupid ass from getting killed. She points over to Sarah and is like, this is Serafina. Apparently Princess of Hollowroot.
Yeah.
He like, fist in hand, like bows to her. Nice to meet you.
This over here, pointing over at Willa, is Willa.
She does the same.
Is not from royalty, but is a really good tracker so far.
That's good.
Points over at Tara. Is like, this is Tara.
Hi.
And points over at Shin. This is Shin Kicker. Actually, sort of local. Well, the other three isn't. And she goes to turn one more time and stops herself.
Oh.
It's fresh.
Not cool, Tasha.
So, yeah, this is the group that is made it.
That's made it!
Well, it is very nice to meet your all's acquaintance. You can call me Ping.
Ping.
Nice to meet you, Ping.
Nice to meet you all.
You're not what I imagined.
What did you imagine?
Somebody that was gonna try to punch Key 3 for some reason and do something bad.
No, I could never. Li Sheng, on the other hand, he probably has a few bits for her.
Ooh, that's big fun. Fight!
I don't know
Who's Li
why.
Sheng?
But don't fight on Yule.
So I'm assuming that Ping is human. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't expect a human, but it's always a good surprise.
Yes, and it's also kind of a surprise to see more women here.
I'm a girl.
I haven't seen a lot of women about a lot of. I don't think I've seen any women. Have we?
No, all of the female servants have gone home for Yule to celebrate. And she peeks her head outside of the hallway and closes the door behind her. And Ping's like, well, Kithri, do you trust them?
With my life, 1,000 times over.
Good, because I need help getting this off. And Ping starts taking off his armor, and kind of sets it on the separate bed, and putting down his weapons and things like that. And then you can see underneath of his armor, he's got an undershirt with a binding on it, and he's like, Kithri, can you?
I got you. Kithri's gonna start undoing it, as she has done multiple times.
Right. So.
Is this what we do? We get naked with each other? I'm down.
No.
Is that a Yule thing?
No. It's not a Yule thing, but wearing a binding all day from sunup to sundown is hurting. I'm not really Ping. My name is Hua Mulan. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Oh.
Why do you have
I like
to
that name better.
Yeah, why would you use a pretend name?
Well, I'm sure Kithri has told you, this monastery does not train females.
Kithri's eyes is not meeting anybody's in the room.
Kithri, you're not female?
No, she has special treatment from Master Tenzin.
Definitely a girl.
Master Tenzin, who is that?
He's the leader of the monastery.
So wait,
Shin's gonna slowly look over to Keith and he's like, so did you also pretend to be a man to get training?
Life would have been a lot easier if I did.
so
They
You're
only
not like-
train men?
you're not like Hemlock then, right? You're just
Oh,
pretending.
no. I have to bring honor to my family. See, my father, he's old and he fought in the First War. And when the Imperial Guard first heard about Oknos and his horde, and they ordered everyone in the entire Emerald Valley to bring forth the sun. My father was not blessed with one, so I took his place.
Oh.
And it's sort of a secret, which is why, we could keep this on a hush-hush.
Yes, no one can know.
We'll call
no
you
problem.
Ping from outside this room.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Well, who made the rule that only men can fight? I'm a warrior, and I'm a girl.
And I'm
It's a
also
stupid rule.
That would be the Emperor, and it is not good to wish ill will on the Emperor, regardless of how archaic his rules are. That's how it's always been done. Tradition.
You're very courageous
Like
to
a
do
tradition.
Thank you, Willa.
so. To follow in your father's footsteps like that, no matter what.
I have to. I have to bring honor to my family.
I get that.
Kithri very quietly is still looking at the ground and never seeing Kithri this awkward in her life, is just gonna be like, is he here?
Silly question. Of course he's here.
Does he know that I'm back?
Oh, absolutely. It was the first thing that Yao Sen told as soon as you guys got here. I expect that he's waiting for you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pry, but should you
Then don't.
this person?
I think it is in your best interest, Kithri, to speak to Tenzin.
Does he expect me tonight?
He's been expecting you for the past 2 years.
One more night
You know-
can't hurt.
Yeah, If you say so.
You can wait one more night. And she's going to walk over to her cot, and she is going to like cover up in it, and she is just going to lay there. She's not asleep, but she is just, she's done.
We need to decorate your room for Yule.
Oh, no decorations. It is against monastery tradition.
But you had Jasmine out in the garden.
Yes, for tea.
Then,
She's all like, what the fuck?
but what about those flags?
The prayer
pretty
flags?
cool. Prayer flags. Those look like decoration.
Yes, but in a sense of prayer for safe travels or people that we've once lost.
Oh, well, good thing that there are those things down there. Yeah, no.
Listen, if you all do want to, I'm sure that there will be plenty of food in the hall. But, if you don't mind, can someone tie me back up? I do have to go return to Shane.
Sure. She'll run over and help.
Thank you. And she, puts
Do it kind
her...
of loose if you want me to.
No, they cannot know I'm a woman.
It's still on you.
Execution.
Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Of course that it is.
I understand your sentiment about women being strong and powerful warriors, but this is an ancient tradition. The four of you are not going to be able to change it.
I understand. I wouldn't change my traditions from home either. Mama would not like that.
Anyways, and she gets up and she goes, "All right, back to duty." And Keith, it was good to see you.
She does this.
I'll try to say goodbye if I do leave, when I do leave.
You're not going to stay?
I'm not planning to.
How unfortunate. We could use someone like you. But I understand your wishes. And I'll tell Shane you're here too if you want. Not that he probably doesn't know already.
I'll probably run into him later.
Okay. Have a good night. All of you.
Nice to meet you.
Fixes herself, ties her hair back up, and leaves Keithy's room.
Bye, Ping.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I like her a lot.
Me too.
I wish she didn't have to hide.
Yeah, that's really a stupid rule. That doesn't make any sense.
Keithy and Shin, you would know it is a high disrespect to say something against the Emperor. So you might have your own conflicting views. Like, Shin might not care as much because she's more from a clan, you know? But, Keithy definitely knows, saying something ill about the Emperor is, dude, you can't say that anywhere.
I was gonna say, Keither is about to butt in a very quiet yet stern voice. Outside of the monastery, when we're in the jungle, that's the time for these sentiments. Don't talk like that in here.
Okay. So, why are you allowed to train?
That's the question.
You mean you don't know either?
Thought I did. Apparently I'm wrong.
Well, so you've kind of been an exception to the rule? I don't know, are you related to him? Or, I mean...
Yeah, the only halfling in this entire fucking monastery, and I'm related to him.
I didn't want to say it, but since you did, I wanted to just point that out. I really did not expect humans here. I really thought there were going to be more halflings.
No, just the one wonderful fucking me, guys.
What is preventing you from inquiring why? Have you never asked?
I really don't want to talk about this now, guys, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess curiosity did kill the cat.
It's been a long day. I get it. Should we rest?
Yeah, probably.
Since it's still up in the air whether or not we're gonna get kicked out or not, probably.
I'll take the floor.
Me too. And I will unroll my bedroll and get out my doll.
Cute. Shin's gonna use her bedroll as a pillow, honestly. Just go right on the floor.
Willa's gonna get her bedroll out.
Everyone's on the floor.
No one wants to be on
I'll sleep on the bed.
That's for you guys.
Bed? I've never slept on a
she's
bed
doing
like
that
this.
beautiful friend when her friends sleep over that she gives them the bed.
That's where Sarah's going. She's going to the bed.
I love this weird, like, packed behavior where we're all just gonna congregate on the floor.
Sarah's in the bed. And she's like, oh, okay, fine. I'll take the
Shane,
bed.
you're rubbing off on us.
Sarah have had a bed? Or like a bedroom?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Had something of a bedroom.
I'm gonna get it early.
Okay. So you guys kind of all exhausted mentally, physically, and start to fall asleep. Probably not more than 2 hours pass as the night has come. You hear a bell chiming from the monastery's main building, and Key3 like immediately wakes up, like just that in the back of her mind, like that bell means like you got to report, to the courtyard, like that is a signaling of like there's some type of meeting, some type of thing that needs to happen. You all kind of chain and just toss and turn, and you're like just when I was getting like good sleep. But yeah, this bell is ringing, signaling us to get up.
Sarah's gonna immediately roll over, like, stop the bell!
Key3, what is this demented place?
I'm gonna put my pillow over my head and just be like, ugh.
Key3's like up and like we're talking robe on, sash on. She has her stuff. She is leaving her bag, but she has her weapons at the ready.
So, you hear a commotion from the upper floors and like kind of like other monks and people in the monastery like going down the hallways and stuff, and then you see a shadow stop in front of Key3's door, and it's Mulan, and she says, Key3, come out to the courtyard now.
Should I leave them?
No, they all need to come. Hurry. Something has happened.
Alright, you guys heard him. By the way, don't look anybody in the eye and just keep your head down, and for God's sake, don't touch your weapons. And she leaves the room.
My hands are my weapons.
What time is it? This stinks. And Tara's gonna roll up her bedroll and follow Keithy.
I have Kahlua and milk. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
By the way, realizing that she just, out of her own initial panic and getting back into this really weird, like, norm of hers, she stops and waits for them to reach back up. But, like, she's all the way down the end of the hallway and, like, stops and sort of, like, sheepishly waits for them to catch up.
Sarah comes skipping out of the room like, alright,
And
fun meeting.
Sarah, I wouldn't skip at all.
Skipping.
Like,
Should I change my appearance?
you are more than welcome to. It might do you better. But just think of the most stoic personality you can put on.
Oh, okay. I can do the stoic.
I'm gonna keep a close eye on Sarah, to be honest.
I will
Willow?
get to dutiful.
Willa finally rolls over, packs up her bedroll, and shoves it in her things. And she is like half asleep. One eye is open, and she zombies out of the room, slowly following everybody.
So everyone right now is going to be suffering from 1 point of exhaustion.
I was gonna say, I don't think Key3 actually fell asleep at all, so it would definitely.
So you all kind of managed to get everything prepared and following Key3 out into the courtyard. What you see in this courtyard is not a lot of monks, warriors, and stuff like that. Probably a handful of 20 to 25 or so. They are all on the edges of kind of the courtyard, and then the front door is shut. Like there's like a wooden plaque thing shut, and you see some of the archers on top of the balconies. They have their arrows aimed towards the door. And then finally you see someone exit the main building. Tall man, wearing robes, bald-headed, and as he exits the door, everyone like hushes. Like it's very, very quiet. You all kind of find your places to like standing on the outskirts a little bit, just kind of see what's going on. And then the bald man turns around, and he says, "It has come to my attention that we have an intruder. Men, arm yourselves. We are not sure what this intruder is, if it is part of Borikhan's clan or Orgnus' horde. It was spotted from the watchtower, and it climbs the mountain. It shall be here in no less than 3 minutes." And he's like looking across the yard, and he obviously sees the people out of place, and he doesn't mention anything. And he sits down in the center of the courtyard and starts meditating. Everyone's still hushed tones, no one's saying anything. And then finally you hear this boom, boom, boom on the wooden gate. All the archers kind of draw back their bows, like ready to go whatever enters this doorway. And finally the door crashes down, like, dust kind of scatters and falls. It's dark, very dark. Only the torches and the lanterns kind of this monastery are illuminating the area. And once the dust and clouds settle, there is a man standing in the doorway. It's Trig.
What the fuck?
What?
Trig is donned in this black, dark crimson looking armor, and his hair is pure white, and he kind of stumbles into the yard, and then his the Tenzin looks down. He says, "Aim." And then you hear everyone getting ready, and then Tenzin says, "State your business." And Alan leaves.
Fixing it.
Okay.
During this time, Sarah's like kind of letting K3 look like.
Tara's just shocked.
I'm just taking over mine real quick.
That's fine.
Okay, so he kind of just looks at everybody out of the top of his eyes, almost like this kind of feral animal kind of thing. Kind of brushes at his mouth and just says, "I'm here for my friends. Fuck you."
You have no friends here at this monastery. Leave, or trained 50 arrows will pierce your very flesh.
Why don't you ask them?
Who are your friends?
The ones who don't belong here.
And he turns around and he says, K3, attention.
Oh, fuck. Q3 is just whispers to everybody, do not touch your weapons, as she walks straight in front of Tenzin and goes ahead and does her dutiful bow, looking at the ground.
Explain yourself.
I wish I could give you more explanation. This is a surprise to me as well. But this is indeed a member in which we had thought we had lost. Currently, of my traveling party.
Enough. You come in here, bring in weapon to this monastery, and do not come and visit me? And you expect me to trust this invader? How do we not know he's part of the Khan's clan?
Because it's on my word, you will not touch a single member of this monastery.
And I should trust your word after you leave?
If I was ever worth your time, then yes.
And he looks around at his men, and he looks at Trig, and he doesn't even say anything. He just like stands up and like pulls his hand down, and the archers she's like stand down. K3, my office now. And he turns and he steps straight into the back inside the monastery.
She whispers very, very quietly, "Yes, master," and follows behind.
You pass Li Shang and Mulan, and they both are like, oh no, like they're like terrified at this moment. You can see it in their eyes as you head up the steps and follow Tenzin. In the main hall, it's these large ornate Chinese architecture, red pillars, like beautiful ornate gold painted on things. Incense clings to the air, and he doesn't say anything as you follow him up the Y-shaped staircase and up into his office. The office has one of those big circular windows that look down into the courtyard where, Keither, you notice that kind of the people are starting to disperse and your friends have gone towards Trig. And then Tenzin stares out the window as well with his back to you. And he says, I thought you were dead.
Thanks to the people down there, I am not.
You owe them your life.
Yes.
Sit. Do you want tea?
She lets out a very deep breath. Is it jasmine?
Of course.
Yes. Shall I serve?
No. It's fine. And he goes over to like kind of like a tea caddy that's been built into the wall, and there's a hot tea glass, and he pours 2 cups, and he gives one to Key3 before going behind his desk and sitting down. And he says, "You left, and I have not stopped thinking about you."
I did. And I have come back. If not for a while.
Why should I find out from Li Sheng that you were here? And you not make your presence known?
I wasn't sure if you wanted to know I was back.
Key3, I have not stopped thinking about you since the day you left.
Well, I didn't give you a reason to.
You gave me every reason to be worried about you. One did not just disband their own brethren, their own warriors. You disobeyed this monastery, and in turn disobeyed me. But, and he takes a sip of his tea, I owe you an apology. It has taken a long time of reflection to realize that I am probably the biggest reason you left this monastery. And for that, I offer you an apology.
She gives a small chuckle and mixed in with this like slight bit of like angry tears. Why?
Hold your emotions, girl. I've trained you better than that.
She straightens up and is just biting her lip.
You left because of me, and I know this. Our last encounter was not good. It is not balanced. And for that, I am sorry. But you have a lot of explaining. Where have you been?
I tried what I could to do what I had said I would go and was going to do.
And where did that lead you?
Instead of finding what I was hoping for, I found the 5 down there.
I see. And do you trust them?
Well, they don't seem like the best or most trustworthy group. I have trusted them with my life multiple times, and I will continue to do so.
You and I both know the Emperor's wishes about women at this monastery. I cannot harbor any more. You will leave in the morning.
Yes, Master.
Good. Now that that is solved, I have one more matter to discuss with you. Something I should have told you a while ago. I want to talk about your parents.
What is there to talk about? We had this discussion.
Yes, but you do not have the details. And then I believe is important for you to know.
May I say something first?
You have a moment.
You're not at fault entirely for what went down. And I cannot apologize or give enough atonement for what I said and how I left.
Good. I'm glad you have taken some time for reflection. But actions speak louder than words. You know that. And he gets up. And he finishes off his tea before looking down at the courtyard and everyone's gone. You will fix that door. Reinforce it. Your friends will not help you. That is your duty. But
Is he talking about the wooden door?
yeah, the one that Trey
That's what I figured.
beat down. Yeah. Keith, I'm going to tell you something about your parents that it is my fault they are dead.
That has been established.
But there's more to the story. A story that I was afraid to tell you. I did not know whether or not I should. But I believe it is important. As you know, your parents died because of the actions of this monastery. But it was an attack in the Imperial City. To the Roran Huns, desperately wanting to take the Emperor. I had asked an elite team of my peacekeepers to eliminate the threat. This threat was mistaken. They killed your parents, believing your parents were working with the Huns. The information that I was given was wrong and incorrect. They chose your house, not the real one. I can understand you being upset, but when I saw you, I took it upon myself to take you in and train you to be the perfect warrior that I know you could be. Yes, it is my fault your parents are dead because of a mistake. And there's not been a day since that has gone by, since that has happened, that I do not regret the decision to execute your family. I'm sorry, K3.
He stays quiet for a good couple minutes. Stands up. Bows extremely low. Am I free to leave to do my duties?
Yes. You may go. Ed. One
What?
more thing. Never mind.
Speak your mind.
I will not.
Fine. And she turns and she just not bolts, but she just angrily leaves the room.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna grab where she knows all of the repair stuff is. Because, she would know where to find them all, and starts going angrily at work at the door.
Okay. So, meanwhile, you guys have all seen Key3 enter the main monastery, and you guys all have gone over to Trig, where he is just kind of entered the monastery. The other monks and warriors kind of disperse, doing what they've been told to do, their duties and things of like that nature. But yeah, Trig's looking a little different.
Trig, what the fuck?
I thought you died.
Trig, what happened?
You scared the shit out of us.
He kind of just chuckles and lights a cigarette.
What'd that start?
I apologized to you. Where were you?
She did apologize.
It's true. I heard it. I don't know why, but you did.
Did you hear me?
I don't think so.
Well, where were you? What happened? You really scared us.
You burst into ash. How are you here?
We thought you were
Yeah, we
gone
had
forever. Yeah,
Keith had you in your pocket.
So he kind of just holds up his hand, and this is the first time that he's actually bringing attention to what should be the daylight ring on his finger, because he always tried to hide it, but now he's looking at it, and it's like burnt into his flesh. And there's like burn scarring around it, and it looks like it would still be hot to the touch. And oh, go ahead. Oh, it looked like someone was going to say something. And he just takes like a really long drag on his cigarette, almost finishing it, and just kind of flicks it off. He doesn't even like put it out or anything because he's a dick. And he's like, shit happens, I guess.
What do you mean shit happens? You literally burst into flames. That's not shit happens. That's death.
yeah, and what's wrong with your finger? I don't understand. Trig, what happened?
You got a tattoo?
He kind of just shrugs and he's like, I spoke to God.
You mean Yuna?
No, not Yuna.
Do you mean Oaknos?
Oh.
Trig?
No. He has like this kind of almost daydream kind of look in his eye, and it's just like, she's amazing.
What?
Tara's
Did you talk
gonna
to the elder gods?
Tara's gonna shove him a little bit, just like gently, and be like, "What's wrong with you? We thought you were dead. What's wrong with you?"
Nothing, and he kind of like shoves her back.
You're corporeal. You're not a ghost.
Something is weird, guys. I feel weird about this.
Sarah's gonna like kind of circle him and like sniff him and see if he like smells not like a vampire. Like, do you have
I'm
blood?
pretty sure you would just get like a big whiff of burnt flesh at this point. I don't know, DM, was that what she's smelling?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sulfur, burnt flesh, undead.
Okay. Huh.
So you died, and this goddess brought you back?
Yeah, I mean, I feel more alive.
What do you mean more like you didn't have a heart beating before? No blood coursing? I don't know how vampires work, so explain.
No, like still quite vampire.
Okay.
As he like wipes at his mouth again, because there is a little dried blood like off to the side. Like you could tell he was probably feasting out in the jungle on his way up the mountain. He's like, I lived under those rules for so long. And then I was always told what to do, where to go, and I feel free. This goddess is just this power coursing through me. And there's almost like a little flicker of almost like black electricity toward his fingertips. And then he like flexes and puts his hands down.
Sarah immediately steps backwards. And she kind of like side glances at Tara and steps away from her too. Like,
What? So you remember bursting into flames?
Oh yeah, hurt like a bitch.
And you
It looked like it.
So let me get this straight. You spoke to a goddess. She gave you powers. You came back, and now you're
Here.
not smelling too great there, buddy.
I don't like this, Trig. This isn't right.
Oh, well, I don't like this Terra, huh?
What is your problem?
Hey.
I don't know. You're the only one that seems to actually have a problem that you keep trying to voice. What is your problem?
I didn't say anything. I thought you were dead, okay? What? I just don't understand what the hell just happened. Who are you?
I'm sorry if you embarrassed yourself with some half-ass apology to a pile of ash, but that doesn't seem to be my problem, hon.
That has nothing to do with this. You're not acting right.
Guys, it's can we go to somewhere more private before we speak too much about this?
There's something wrong with him.
Hey, I mean, he's back. That's great. Are you
Is
just
it?
you? A little.
I don't think he is.
And y'all are talking about me like I'm not fucking here.
I just asked you.
Yeah, you're talking like you're not fucking here too.
What? Something's happening between you two, and that's not good. There's some negative vibes.
Listen, I know that it seems odd that he has changed, but it seems that he retains all his memories, and Trig is still Trig. I mean, just because something happened to him that changed him doesn't make him a different person.
I don't feel right about this.
Is there?
So-
hold on, we can't cause a scene like this. Let's find a more private place. We can go back to the room.
Oh, we have a room? Oh, I could totally sleep.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've all gotten like 2 hours of rest. Let's just get some sleep. Come on.
Whatever. And Tara turns on her heel and she storms away from Trig.
There's some negative vibes happening right there. Like more so than normal. Right, Willa? Shin? Okay.
So Triggle leaned down and kind of whispered to Sarah, "At least we know it's vibes and not bad magic," and just keeps walking.
Ooh.
As you guys kind of head, like Trig starts to go by, you see Key3 just solemn face with a box of tools in her hand as she heads towards the door.
I'll tell her what's going on. Have fun with that shit. That sounds like some human shit I don't want to get in the middle of.
We'll meet you back at the room. Are you gonna be okay by yourself, Sarah?
I mean, I'll be right there. I'd tell like Key3 that things are, yeah.
Okay. Shin, let's go make sure they don't kill each other.
Alright.
And while they're following Trig and Tara, Willow looks up at Shin Kicker and she's just like, Shin, I know has changed, but I mean Trig, I know has changed because something happened, but something doesn't feel right. I feel it in my gut. Although my gut has been wrong before, as you know. But something's wrong. We should keep a close eye on Trig.
I know. But the nature of it is that even when something happens to someone like this, we can't deny that it's still Trig, and I mean he might be different, but it's still him. Just because something happened to him doesn't make him a stranger to us.
No, that's true. And I think we should welcome him, but something just doesn't seem right, that's all.
I'm sure we're just all tired and trying to process a lot of emotions. We should just
go.
try to get through the night and figure out how to sort this all out.
So Sarah and Key3. So Key3, yeah, she has gone to the door. She's put her stuff down. She's ready.
Angrily beating into that door with a hammer, trying to fix it.
Sarah's gonna like sidestep over and be like, yeah, I think a big fight's about to happen in your bedroom. Yeah, like something the humans are doing something weird. Do you need help with this? I can magic this for you.
I got this.
Okay, everybody's angry. She's gonna like be like, oh shit. This is not very Yule at all.
Do not let Rig out of my room.
Oh. Okay, I'll do a binding spell. Anything else you want?
Just go.
Okay. I have a favor to give. And she scurries off.
Alright, so you guys head back to Key3's room. And you kind of go in and it's still the small kind of room. Some stuff is scattered about. But yeah, you guys all enter the room.
Okay, so when entering the room, no one actually took the other bed, correct?
Sarah did.
Well, everybody else was sleeping on the floor but me, I think.
Okay, did you leave anything on the bed, or did you clean that all up and remove it?
Oh no, I just slept on the bed. I was like, just
okay,
the trees.
Not seeing that it was actually claimed by anyone. Like the minute he walks into the room, he's gonna start stripping like down to his boxers, because you know that's how he sleeps, and he's just gonna crash face first into the mattress. Like he is so ready for a nap.
We'll talk to you in the morning, Drake.
He just grunts.
Willa gets out her bedroll again, and she kind of like flops it on him to cover him up because he's indecent.
It's my back!
You're in your undergarments, sir.
I can be naked if you want me to. Does that make
Sarah.
you feel better?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm very excited to strip every time someone else strips.
Well, I mean, that's what, like, families do, right?
You have a weird family, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm basically naked already. I just have leaves covering me.
We know, Sarah.
I don't wear clothes.
We know.
Okay.
So some time has passed. You all kind of gathered yourselves and made your bedroll, stuff like that. And Key3 enters, comes back, a little sweaty. What does Key3 do when she gets in?
Key3's gonna throw the vial of freaking ash that she collected from that pile at his face. We're talking straight up screaming, does not care who hears. What the fuck?
All he does is kind of like grunt unhappily in his sleep and roll over onto his back as Willa's bedroll like slides off of him.
That does seem like Trig, though. That's a very Trig thing, right?
I don't know. This is weird. Does anyone else think this is... No. Does anyone else think this is, like, really weird?
Not normal.
Q3 is going to grab him by the back of his shirt and yank him over, and it's like, you don't get to do this shit. Do you realize how much fucking trouble I am in because of you?
What shirt?
Yeah,
He doesn't have a shirt on.
That's right, sorry. She's gonna grab him by the shoulder.
And he'll just kind of like sit up, comes a little bit out of his sleep, like his eyes aren't open. He's just like, morning, discussion, morning, go to sleep.
She's gonna punch him square in the fucking nose.
Roll AC.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Alright, well, that is a 8.
That's a no. She
She's
misses.
exhausted.
He's literally just sitting there waiting for her to stop throwing her temper tantrum.
Guys,
We're doing this now.
Okay, never mind.
Can you get up? Because you're gonna have a really sore face by the time morning comes.
If you can hit me.
She tries to hit.
Oh, don't forget you have disadvantage.
Oh, that's right, thank you. Didn't change anything. That is 12.
Nope.
I know we're
Not
all like
joking,
pent
Drake.
up with
Get the
anger,
fuck up.
but it's almost Yule. Yule's the time for like reflection and peacefulness.
Yeah, I don't know if it is, Sarah. Not always.
No, she's right. Yule's like a new year, and it's supposed to be family coming together, and that's what we are, right? Family?
I don't know, Trig. Are we?
That is rich coming from you.
Okay, so everybody has a problem with me. Let's air it out, then.
No problems, you're great. But what's that black stuff coming from your fingers?
Well, I mean, you have a form of it. It's magic. I've always had magic.
Well, yeah, but it's never been black, like, you know, it was...
He just cuts Tara a sideways glance. It's like, maybe Tara can understand my magic.
Oh,
Allie and Tasha, do you guys have push to talk on?
I have pushed to talk and I'm trying my best to.
No, you're fine. Allie, do you have push to talk on?
I don't know if I can on a phone.
Yeah,
Let me see
that's
here. Hold on, bear with me one moment.
It sounded good when you guys shared Tasha's screen.
We might have to go back to that.
Then I may need to go grab a chair because I'm too lazy and too brigand to stand.
no.
Ugh.
Or you both can sit on the ground.
I'm so jealous you're pregnant. I'm gonna be pregnant so bad.
Join the ground club. I'm on the ground.
Yeah, I'm on the ground. Hold on.
How can I be like almost 31 and not ever had a baby yet?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm so freaking afraid of having a baby. It's my nightmare.
Yeah, I'm not having kids.
Same. No,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
After working
Not
in
me.
childcare, I spent 8 to 9 to 10 hours a day every day around a class of 14 2-year-olds, and it still haunts me.
That's a lot of 2-year-olds.
All right, we'll try to keep going since Allie has control of Tasha's computer right now.
Let's do it.
Oh, she said no.
I don't fucking know.
Aha! I do have control.
Yay! And we can see your lovely face.
Yeah, yay!
Hi, Allie.
The gang's all here.
Ignore us trying to get situated here.
It's gonna be funny because you guys are gonna be arguing with each other. Okay, back
Ew, my
in.
face fucking gross. But real quick, remind me, when we're done tonight, I have a picture I want to show you all, okay?
Can't wait.
Okay. So, Tara's just glaring at Trig. She doesn't say anything back.
You know, Tara, we're not so different.
Yeah, I do know that, Trig. I know.
This is healthy, I think.
Expectantly, like, where's the butt in that statement? Because you're obviously not enjoying my company.
Look, I know we kind of got into it before, but something feels off now. Something's not right. And what happened before was... I don't know. I'm over it. Just keep your hands off me and I'm over it, okay?
Fine by me. I thought we made that clear back there, but okay.
Where were you? This whole time. I mean, you made a deal and now you're back. Are you okay?
Made a deal?
Better than ever.
Better than ever. Like, he's just kind of, like, trying to figure out what exactly, like, is different. Like, he is feeling great. And he's free of these chains that he'd put on himself, and he doesn't feel like he's shackled to anyone. This is... You don't know that part, never mind. Sorry, trying to talk with the right hand. But no, he's feeling good, and he's, like, looking at Tara and everyone, and he's like, there was no deal.
Then how did you come back?
You know, that I'm actually not sure of. Like, I remember being on fire and that pain, and then it was just black. But it was like the goddess, her voice made everything feel
The
better.
goddess.
Like, it was okay.
So it was Yuna?
Better.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can tell what's going on, or if there's any sort of type of magic that I would recognize, or just can I investigate this? Like, is there anything I can tell? No.
No, not this. This wouldn't be anything anyone has experienced before.
Did this goddess tell her your name? Or her name?
No, she only said one thing. But God, it was amazing.
That's what she said?
No, she said that now that I'm free, I can become a stronger, better vampire.
I guess that's kind of good.
I guess if you're feeling better, then I mean, we can't fault you for being happy about it.
I mean, for the first time in what I can remember of my life, like, since I woke up changed, I don't feel Lucifer. And that burden is just gone.
Tara's expression kind of softens, Okay. I get that. But
Well,
are you
maybe-
still Trig?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I be?
What kind of burdens did you feel being connected to Lucifer?
Okay, stupid question. Did Willa actually meet Lucifer, or was that all Victor?
No. Wait. No,
They
yes,
did
you
because
did.
they had to return the amulet.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you're a little late to the party with that one. Lucifer was my sire, basically meaning that he had control over me, and ever since the war, vampires have kind of become a back alley deal and nothing more than lore. I mean, I was a hitman, I was a bodyguard, I've killed so many people just because he willed it so. And it's always been this darkness looming over my head. And now I'm free.
I'm afraid to ask, but are you really free? If that goddess took away your bond from Lucifer, did she replace it with her own? I don't know how these things work.
Kind of just sits there with a quizzical look, and he's like biting at one of his cuticles, like looking down at the mattress, and he's like, I don't really either. Like,
What kind of magic did they give you? You made a deal, you said, or no?
no, there wasn't. She only said the one thing to me. There was no deal. I never even said I couldn't speak.
And you still have a soul.
I guess.
Okay. And you said the darkness is out of you.
Lucifer's darkness. I was never really dark. I did dark things, but I wanted to help. Why would I be dark?
I don't know. I'm having some very conflicting thoughts about this whole thing since Xander happened. So, this is just my Xavier happened. So, some thoughts. You guys continue. I'm gonna go back to my mind palace. I'm just making sure you're not a warlock and didn't make a deal with some demon old god deity of some sort. Because
Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about too. You just seem, I don't know. I'm sorry if I offended you. You just seem a little off, Trig, and we really thought you died.
Well, I mean, I guess if he feels better and not burdened.
Yeah.
Even if that's a change, that's a good change, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you really feel free, I guess I envy you that.
Y'all got me all confused. What the fuck, man?
Sorry.
What?
It's like I felt free, and you're all like, "Oh, but what if you're a warlock and you made a deal with a deity? And oh, what about this? And what kind of magic do you have?" Like, I don't fucking know. I died 3 fucking hours ago. Goddamn.
Okay, well,
That's not bad.
we watched our friend die 3 fucking hours ago. We're just all a little uncomfortable with what's happening.
Which is probably why we should just all get some rest and sort this out tomorrow. And
Yes, thank you.
With that, there's a knock at the door. You guys didn't notice the shadow kind of creep by, and it's a knock, and you hear someone on the other side say, "Are you guys in there? It's me."
Kiefer goes over and opens the door.
It's Mulan. She says, I brought you all some food since you didn't come to the dinner hall. There's some dim sum, chow mein. I was able to get a little bit of rice in there as well. I made these dumplings as well if you would like, if you're hungry.
Without making eye contact, she's like, "Thank you, Pen."
Yeah.
And takes it and goes to shut the door.
Oh, and there's one more thing. This parcel was delivered. It says, to the friends of Mr. E, use it well. I'm assuming that's you?
Thank you. She takes it and shuts the door.
You kind of see Mulan's like silhouette for like a moment, and then she turns and walks away.
So, okay. Correct me, I got a little confused here. So Sarah has taken one of the beds. And
No.
Trig's taken the other one?
No, Trig took Sarah's bed. Keythree still has her bed.
Okay, because Keythree didn't sleep on the bed, so there was one
Oh, there was.
available.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So then, yeah.
incorrection. He takes the open bed that wasn't slept in.
I think it would have been so funny if he
Yeah, she's like, takes the princess's bed. She's like, okay.
Okay, fine, then I did, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was what was happening. Like, fuck
Yeah.
Sarah.
Keythree is going to throw the package at, well, okay, she's not gonna, no, she's gonna throw the package on the ground in the middle of all you guys, walk over and take her mat, and just be like, good night, see you in the morning, and walk out.
Where's she going?
Should I fall?
Maybe. I don't know.
We might
One of
be-
us should, and Trig stands up like he's gonna go out the door.
Oh.
Trick, just it's fine. I'll settle the situation.
Yeah, Trig, you should rest.
Jeez, okay. And he sits down on the edge of the bed and then leans over and grabs the package.
Okay. Do you open it up? Okay. On the inside, there's only one thing. It is a large toadstool mushroom. Red cap with white dots on the top of it.
It's a 1-up.
He kind of like looks at it, maybe like switches it a bit, and just kind of like looks at everyone else and tosses it to Sarah.
She's gonna cast Identify on it. I don't know if I would know anything about it.
You
I
might.
would.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll
Does
nature,
Okay.
right? And then a check.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
check.
You can roll with advantage. Well, actually, no. Your disadvantage and your advantage cancel each other out, so just roll.
Okay, 24.
Okay, you know it to be a crimson crown. And you remember what a crimson crown from previous campaign.
Underland,
Not-
right?
Yes, it grows in Underland. And it allows you to speak across barriers, specifically with the dead.
Speak with dead.
You know that in order to speak with the dead, you have to boil it and then drink its juice. And you can speak with whoever's on your mind who has passed.
She's gonna hold it and be like, so why'd you give me this? I have nobody I need to talk to. Does anybody else have somebody dead they need to talk to?
Shin's not there. Fuck.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I don't know. No, not really that urgently right now.
But I wonder who this is actually for. Maybe we should ask Keythree and Jim when they get back. Because this is supposed to be the talk with the dead.
Who sent it?
I don't know. I don't have the package. I just have the mushroom.
Oh, okay.
He looks at the packaging. Sorry, I thought everyone heard Ping say Mr. E. He's like, that Mr. E guy.
Mr.
Mystery.
E? Do you know who this person is?
Nope. He's a mystery.
So we'll pause right there, and then so Key3, do you like you head up down the hallway? You see like Mulan at the end of the hallway because it wasn't very long before she had walked away. Does it like sort past her? Do you go up to her, or do you just let her continue walking down her path?
She is going to not aggressively, but walk past her. And Key3, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a specific room where her and Tenzin would train, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
She's making her way to there.
To like a dojo. Okay. Jane, you see her pass Mulan. You see like Mulan kind of turn to see Key3. You see that she might want to have said something, but she just continues walking her pathway. Shin, what would you do?
I guess like I'll follow Key3 and I'll like kind of like wave apologetically to Mulan, and kind of like apologize on Key3's behalf, and kind of just be like, sorry, Ping. She's upset. I'm gonna try to talk to her, but thanks for the package.
Yeah. Let me know if I can do anything else for you. And she bows.
And she kind of like bows and kind of follows Key3.
Okay. Yeah, you catch up to like you get closer to Key3 as she turns a hallway towards the dojo.
She's not gonna like call after quite yet. She's gonna kind of just slowly follow, but not necessarily trying to sneak. Just kind of like slowly close the distance, not like rush up or anything.
Yeah. So Key3, you enter the dojo. There's like training dummies, kind of this sunken in floor where you would train and fight and things like that. There's some armory on the wall, but nothing too crazy.
Key3 throws her mat on the ground and instantly starts going up to one of the dummies and just doesn't properly wrap her hands, nothing, just starts wailing on one of the dummies.
Okay. Shin, you see this?
Shin's gonna kind of like give a little bit of space and like let like that first wave of kind of anger die down, and then she's gonna kind of come a little closer and kind of like lean against like one of the near dummies and just be like, you probably should wrap your hands if you're gonna go that hard.
I realize, and she continues to go on.
Shin's gonna be like, all right, come on, and then she like starts taking off like some of her like her heaviest stuff, and she like rolls her arms and she's like, all right, let's go.
Key3 stops, taken off guard, and is like, what do you mean?
Shin's gonna throw a first punch. She's gonna go.
Roll AC.
That's a 16.
Oh, sorry, with disadvantage because of the exhaustion. Sorry.
Oh, okay, let me reroll. That'd still be a 16. My next one was a 19.
Okay.
That hits.
And take an unarmed strike.
Yeah, it would be like not aiming for like the face or anything, just like kind of like a general body blow.
Mm-hmm. What's the damage?
Unarmed is D6, right?
I think so, yeah.
That's 4 damage.
Okay. Just as a reminder, Key 3, since there's been no full rest, you're at 20.
Yep.
You're at 24 health points.
Yep, I'm still at half health, basically. Key 3 takes it and is like shocked for a second. And she just gives this extremely feral smile and comes swinging. And we're taking both of her actions.
Alright.
First one is a 19, but disadvantaged. Still a 19.
Okay. That's a hit.
She's taking 7 points of damage.
Okay, 53 minus 7. Okay.
The next one is a 14 to hit.
That's not a hit.
She swings with all her might.
All right, let's go. I guess I'll go too. I take both hits. Let's go. I also have a bonus attack.
Yes.
First one is an 8.
Not a hit.
Next one is a 12.
Not a hit. So you kind of give it a good 1-2, but Keith is able to dodge it.
Oh, okay. Q3's going at it again. Alright, that's a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
So that is 5 points of damage, but she's going to go ahead and use one of her key points and do flurry of blows.
Oh my god. Okay.
Q3's angry, guys. Alright, hold on. So the first one of those is 11. And the other one misses 2. As she is slowly going through each of these punches, and she is going to throw one more, she becomes more and more unhinged to the point where... Last one's a 16.
That's an even. Does that mean that hits?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to do 7 more points of damage, but in that last hit, she is going to, full on, at this point, she is in full on sobbing tears, and she is just going to lean up against Shin and just start sobbing.
And, Shin's not gonna say anything. Shin's gonna, let her kind of, let out her emotions for a second, and kind of just give a small pat on the back of her shoulder, and just let out that anger, the sadness that she's been clearly harboring for some time.
She's just gonna intermiss all of these sobs. She's just gonna keep saying she's sorry over and over and over again.
There's nothing for you to be sorry about, Keith. And I don't know what you're experiencing right now. I know we're all tired, and we're all so tired. But you gotta talk to us. Or at least me. I mean,
I'm just
sorry that you feel this way.
I'm just so tired of this.
of the war, of losing the ones we love, of fighting, of this monastery. There's of all of it.
Hold on, I'm trying to think through all of this, because in all the prepping for tonight, I did not prep for any of this. I'm so tired of this fighting and this constant surprises and just the loops and not knowing what to do anymore.
I mean, you and me both. I mean, just the fact that you decided to come all the way back here shows that you have some strength left in you. So I don't think you should give that up so easily.
You call strength, I call shame.
Well, at least you were brave enough to go home.
And see where that's gotten us.
I know that you're upset about, and you have every right to be upset. And there's just a lot to process. There's a lot going on right now. But we're here for you. And if you need to take a couple punches and give a couple punches, hey, I'm pretty big. I can take a couple punches, all right?
Thank you. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna sleep here tonight. You guys are welcome to the room. Please. For all things that are wholly under Yuna's light, do not let Drake go anywhere else but here. Not even here, just keep him in the room.
Yeah, I can do that for you. Will you be okay by yourself? I mean, I can always come back. Seems kind of weird to leave you here alone. I mean, especially with how adamant you were about coming back.
I'm used to being alone.
Doesn't mean it's good for you.
There's peace and solidarity sometimes.
Understood. Well, P3, listen, this whole family thing is kind of weird for me. I'm not really used to it. But something tells me that we should probably. Never mind. I'll keep an eye on Trig and don't worry about it. Just rest easy, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. And she doesn't lay down on her cot yet, but she just sort of sits there. This complete defeated look to her.
We're gonna kind of stop at the bay and kind of look over.
Yes.
You pack a good punch.
I better.
Actually, kind of hurt. You took like 30 damage off of me.
Yup. Sorry.
I mean, I could have gone for a kick, but I mean, it wouldn't have been for the shin, so maybe I should. I'll see to keep Trig in place. And
in all fairness, I'm pretty sure Shin would be the only one she'd be willing to punch, knowing the fact that Shin is a barbarian.
she got that HP for days.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Oh, she would have killed Trig. Like, she wouldn't have stopped.
So you head back to the room.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, my dog's just kind of being all over right now.
You're fine. All right. So back in the room, they're also talking about Crimson Crown.
well, I could sleep with it and just let it know it's loved.
Sarah, you do know that the Crimson Crown has to be consumed fresh, and if it's not, it's deadly poisonous.
I was gonna put this back in the box. Can you speak to the
Wait, what?
Any dead?
What about speaking to the dead?
Oh, well, and it's a crimson crown. The story my nose. It's pretty, it's beautiful, but it has to be eaten fresh or drinking fresh and drink, right?
The juice is being drank. Yep.
Drinking fresh. The room, you know. I don't have anybody to speak to, per se. You know, how you? Do you need it?
Speak to the dead. Well, I guess not. Well, do we know somebody that could help us with? Oh my God, we have a long laundry list of things. Victor. We could, or someone that could help us with, I don't know, one of Holmes.
What about Madame Leota?
Madame Leota dead, or is she a weird magic?
Yeah, she's dead.
I'm pretty sure she died. She was really helpful, and we did kind of leave her at that inn, and who knows how long it'll take us to get back there.
Do we
I
get
wonder
to
who this was
choose?
meant for. Maybe? Do I know that, Trey? If we get to choose? Oh, yeah. We get to choose who you talk to, so you could talk to your father, or she looks to Tara like your parents, and she looks to Shin like whoever is dead in your family. And she looks to Trey and she's like, you're dead, so I don't know if it will work to talk to you. We can talk to you already. That's kind of conundrum.
Willa, didn't you have questions for your father? Something about the Women's Liberation Front and...
Yeah, I mean, I would love to talk to him about many things.
Maybe.
Why don't we brew it and everyone drink some?
Is that how it works?
Oh, no.
You might
I'm not
need-
drinking that.
Do we all get a choice, or is it just one person per mushroom?
I think you might need to drink the whole dose. I don't know if it would work that way. Maybe it wouldn't work for any of us.
It's one person. One dead person. So one person that's alive and one dead person you talk to. I mean, magic is very, give and take. You have to be very careful with it, remember. It comes with a price.
Right.
I mean, isn't Yuna technically dead too?
Yuna?
But it,
Why would we need to talk to Yuna?
I don't know. There's so many opportunities we could use for the group, but also kind of nice for any of us to talk to the dead.
I mean, maybe Keith needs to, because we're kind of like in her place and her parents are dead. Maybe she needs to reconnect with them somehow. She's not really met them. She was a little child when I took her.
Yeah, Mulan did bring it. Maybe we should wait till Key3 gets back before we make a decision.
But it has to be fresh.
It has to be fresh.
How long will it stay fresh for? I mean, surely we could wait till morning. It's not gonna rot overnight, right?
I don't know.
It rots quickly.
Okay, it will rot very quickly. So, I guess it's all up to you. I have no dead people to talk to, and you can all draw stars. We should probably conclude Key3 in this whole thing.
I was gonna say, not soon after Shin gets back in, maybe a couple minutes, Key3 sort of walks very slowly into the room.
Oh, good!
Not saying anything. She sort of sees everybody still awake around the freaking mushroom. She gives you all of this exhausted look and like, why is there a mushroom?
I could talk to the dead. Do you need to talk to somebody who's dead? I don't. We're just deciding.
Yeah, we wanted to wait for you.
We have to decide quickly, though.
Yeah, just in case. But is there anyone you need to talk to who died?
So you all can play like a game to see who wants to talk to the dead parents. Here you go.
I don't really think I want to talk to mine, so it's up to you guys.
What did the note say?
Use it well.
As if no one wants to be dead, I might have someone I might want to talk to, but at the same time I feel like we should use this for the benefit of the group, so maybe we should some guidance or something. My brain's not really functioning at full speed.
My reasons would be selfish. It wouldn't really help the group. Our
Same.
current predicament.
Tracy, I'm like, who the fuck is this for?
I'm sitting here is the best way to word. There's only two people which would be beneficial to both the group, or all of the group.
Who's that?
Either Victor or I don't care what version of Trig says, but this isn't Trig.
Oh.
I agree.
Oh.
I was kind of thinking maybe we should use it to try to talk to Trig.
But if we... Trig's right there.
Is he?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, but if we use it and Trig is not dead and we waste our opportunity to actually talk to someone who we know is actually dead.
I mean,
Would you be any different?
He's going back to sleep, so he's not hearing any of this.
I mean, that would be terrible, but we don't really have any specific person, like, desperately in mind, so finding out for sure about one of our own would... I mean, maybe that would give us a sense of safety.
Yeah, and we'd be none the wiser if we didn't speak to anybody else. It's just the same, you know the same exact things.
It would be kind of nice to say Victor again, but perhaps I'm just thinking on more self.
And let's put it up to a vote. Who
Okay.
votes for Trig? And who votes for Victor? Alright, well, I guess that's decided. How does this mushroom thing work? Do we just eat it?
To boil it. Do you have something we could boil stuff in?
Okay, so Kiefer has a pot.
still has
But
that
she
closet.
doesn't have a fireplace in her room. So she know where would be the closest either hearth or place where she could get a hold of a heating source without getting in trouble for like breaking into kitchens or anything.
Well, I have
Yeah,
some torches.
Wait, what'd you say, Tara?
I have a tinderbox and some torches.
I have magic.
I vote the magic.
Keith also does not want to start a fire in her room, guys.
Oh.
She's already been blamed with enough, like, destruction of property for a day. She doesn't need to burn down the monastery. Is there any place she knows of, Trey?
Yeah, there might be like a little like lounge room. Like kind of like where people get together, maybe like after shifts and duties and stuff, like where they play cards, stuff like that. But yeah, there is a fire pit in there.
I know of a place, but if we're going to do this, we need to do it fast. We need to get it done as soon as we can and then get back up here.
Yep, because this thing's gonna rot in a few minutes.
Q3 leads them down, but not before double checking to make sure nobody's in there.
Okay. Yeah, no one's in there.
She grabs some water, pours it in the pot, and sort of hands it, like puts it over the fire that she started, and is like, alright, how does this work?
I plop it in, we boil it, and then somebody drinks it. I call not drinking it. Who wants to talk to Trig? The dead Trig.
I know we voted on it, but Trig's up there.
Speaking of, we probably shouldn't leave him alone. Listen, this whole magic thing's not really my thing anyways. I'll go up and keep an eye on Trig. Let me know how the call to the other side goes. I'll see you guys soon. And Shin leaves.
Anybody else want to connect to the spirit world of Trig?
I'll stay.
Is there any objections to this?
I don't think we should use it to speak to Trig because Trig's up there. Although Trig might be different, Trig is Trig, and something changed, something happened, but I don't think it's not Trig.
Well, no offense, but I can tell you from experience that when somebody dies and comes back, they're not always the same. I think this is important. We need to know.
Fine. But what if you waste the mushroom?
Well, then none of us had someone specific in mind anyways.
Shit, I wish it was still there. Fuck.
I know you want to talk to your dad, and believe me, I have questions about my parents that you can't even imagine, but whether or not Trig is himself affects us right now.
Who's gonna drink it?
I think Tara should be the one to drink it. Because she's the one who's stubborn about finding out if Trig is Trig. And Willa, like, huffs, and she she walks away towards the room to, and she goes back to Key3's room.
Tara, you don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it, but I think we need to know, and if no one else is comfortable with this, I've
do it.
been around stuff like this before, and I'll do it. I don't mind. It's okay.
No, if you don't want to do it, I'll do it.
Are you sure? You've had a long day.
Don't make this night any worse.
It's up to you, Key3. I can do it if you need me to.
You all, right now, under this roof, while we're at this monastery, are my responsibility.
I understand.
I not lose any more of you guys.
If you think that this is something you need to do, I think you should do it. I know that you and Trig were close, and I don't know if this is the right way to use the mushroom, but I just think we should know for sure. It's up to
Funny
you.
you guys keep saying that.
What do you mean? Yeah, I don't understand.
That I was close to him?
Oh.
I'm no closer to him than I am to any of you.
Well, I appreciate that. I guess I just mean, if you feel like, this is something you should do, then I think you should do it. But if you don't want to, I can. It's your
Keith's looking down at the bowl. Is it boiling?
Yeah. At this point, yeah, it's boiling.
Let's get this over with. And, very carefully, she's gonna carry it back up to the room.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. Alright. She takes it upstairs, and she's waiting for everybody to be in there, and it's like, are we ready?
Are you sure this is the right thing to do?
I'm not sure what's right to do anymore.
I don't know. But I know we need to know what's up with Trig.
Any last objections?
It's not anything that would change the
He's
democracy.
gonna take a cup and drink it!
Alright, never mind.
Dies, guys!
Don't worry, I wasn't gonna kill you.
So what happens to Key3, Trey?
So Key3 does, she drinks.
Why not? She made a blood pact with a vampire. How could drinking to talk to the maybe existent dead spirit of him be any worse?
Okay. So, you take a drink, it's hot, kind of tastes like Japanese clear drop soup. A little bit, and nothing happens at first. You kind of sit there like, okay, what's happening? And then all of a sudden you feel yourself go very, very, very tired, very, very exhausted, but a different level of exhaustion, a trance-like, and you close your eyes and fall asleep. When you awake, the room that you're in is black. You only see yourself, and it's kind of here. I'll show you a picture. It looks like this. It's just Key3 standing there. The reflection of the ground, like a kind of watery looking field, and no one appears.
Say that last bit again.
No one appears.
Trig, I went out on a limb on this. Please tell me I'm not wrong to think that you aren't here.
No one responds.
Is there anybody here then?
And you hear a faint, deep chuckle. Yes, there is someone here.
Make yourself known.
I'm already here.
Key3's gonna look around, trying to be as vigilant as possible.
And you just see a black void of nothingness.
Might I ask the name of who I am talking with?
In your world, they call me the Entity. And you've fallen so easily into my plan. Oh, Key3, what have you done? And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ellie's sitting here like, you know it's a trap, right? You know it's a trap, right? You know it's a trap, right? I'm like, I totally realized I've gone too far now.
What the fuck?